Okay, no, you don't hear anything, and nobody comes to the door.
I was gonna follow.
Okay. It seems nobody's answering, and the house doesn't look like there's anybody in it at this point.
Can I hammer my fist against the door? Open up. Open. Anyone home? Hey.
Okay. There's no answer.
Can I try the door?
It's locked.
Is there a window next to it?
Sorry?
Is there a window next to it?
There's a couple of front-facing windows, actually.
Can we see through them at all?
The curtains are drawn on the one on the right. The one on the left appears to look into a normal-ish dining room. You see a small shape just scurry back through the door at the back, possibly a cat or something.
Is it just like a single house? Is it a single house?
There's a second story up. There's an upper story on it.
It's a two-story detached house.
Yeah.
So I can go around the back.
Yes.
You can. There's a vegetable garden and a greenhouse you can see in the back garden, and paths leading to each.
I'm going to follow him around the back.
There a back door and any windows?
There is a back door, and where will we? And you can see a locked coal chute which leads into the basement.
There's no back windows then?
Oh, there are some back windows, actually, yes.
Can I peer through, or are they shut? Sorry.
These aren't shuttered or anything. One just looks on into a normal-ish looking kitchen, similar to Debbie's one. And the other one looks into a dining room. There's a couple of side windows as well, which just lead into the same 4 rooms, which are guest room. Actually, that one is open. You can now see it goes into a small guest bedroom.
Oh. Is the back door locked too? Is the back door locked?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anybody in the greenhouse or in the backyard anywhere?
Doesn't look like it. The greenhouse does look a bit overgrown, but the vegetable garden looks well maintained.
I want to go and look in the greenhouse. Or stand at the door.
Okay, bear with.
Feeling this is a bad idea.
I might take some of these markings to the library and try and decipher them there.
Okay, the greenhouse seems to contain a lot of exotic-looking orchids and other colourful plants. There's a few orange and spots, orange vines and purple flowers you can see in there as well. It's fairly exotic. Can I have a natural history check from anybody?
Oh, that would be Debbie.
I've got
A natural
48.
history check.
48 out of 50, so I recognize some of it, I think.
Okay. These are fairly unusual specimens. You guess they're mostly from parts of Asia, Africa, South America.
Okay.
Do you realise that?
Also notice... sorry, I should give you the exact answer. You also notice a couple of cocoa bean plants and some cannabis bushes.
Cocoa beans!
Do you realise...
Poor man's cornflake mansion.
Do you realise that you know where
Isn't
these...
cannabis pot?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's high on chocolate and he cures his munchies.
Because, the
He's high on
Gamwell
chocolate.
was
He's
from...
smoking the chocolate and eating the cannabis.
Yes. That's what I do.
Because the Gamwell mansion thing was from the South America too.
Yeah, as I was saying, it's the poor person's Gamwell mansion.
Considering that I basically, thus far, appear to have stayed in the car, and assumedly so did Dylan, since he didn't say he was doing anything apart from saying that he wanted to go to the library. I'm kind of willing to drive him to the library.
You left us?
You're just leaving them there?
I'm a bit distracted, mostly staring at the dagger and studying it, I think.
Just ate a banana.
Okay, so he's staying in the car and looking at the dagger.
Okay.
Right,
I have a question about
I'm going to the
door.
library if he's willing to drive me. I'll go.
Does the back door
Can I take-
have any sort of like
I need to take the
animal
braille sheet with me.
door, like a
Sorry,
cat door?
they're
or
both
a
trying to
dog
talk at
door?
once here. Does it just have what's got Dylan? What are you doing first?
I did the braille sheet, and I'm getting in the car if he's willing to take me back to the library.
Okay, are you driving off at this point?
Yes.
Okay. You both hear the car starting up, and you've been abandoned here.
God damn it.
I gotta start carrying a spatula. Ugh.
This is why I should have brought my car.
You have a car now?
So
Oh,
we'll,
okay.
we'll stick with you two for the moment. So,
Oh no, I've got a motorcycle.
You do, but you didn't take
Oh,
it
yeah.
with you. You were driven there.
Yeah.
In a 2-seater car.
Well, I
exactly,
guess
you
since
sit
we're gonna
down.
be stuck here, we may as well look
Whatever.
around a little more.
Okay,
You
you
won't
have your
stop.
own car then, since this car's only 2-seater. So yes.
So I took my motorcycle because that's got a side thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's
that-
funny. Side funny.
Can I
Nice
fit
to
in
get
the
these
side
things
thingy?
established ahead of time, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I can fit one in the back and one in the side car.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 people. I can have more in
So
this
at least you're not
car.
abandoned there. Then they've just driven off without
Okay.
telling you what they were doing.
Okay.
Well, I don't...
As for
Alright.
as for the house, is there any sort of animal door, like in the back door, like a dog door or a cat door?
There's no cat flap or whatever else there.
Okay, and did I notice any names like on the mailbox or the front of the house?
You didn't. It just had the house number on it.
Okay. Well, I'll let Dylan make his next move, and then I've got an idea.
Well, no, it's going to take them a while to get to the library anyway, so you can...
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to open up the mailbox and see if there's any mail actually in it, as long as nobody's on the street watching.
Okay.
Is there any mail in there for me to get a name off of?
There's, looks like a bill to the occupier. The other name... there's a name on something here which comes up as Mr. J. Varelli.
We've not heard that
Okay.
thing before.
Can I have an idea roll from you?
Varelli. From me?
Yeah, half idea roll, we'll say.
Okay, 50.
Oh, actually, no. Forget that. I've just realised why. Okay, no, ignore it.
'Cause I
You
won.
You failed
No.
in any case because I said half idea. But I've just realised why I can't give you that idea link.
Well, I got 100 for idea, and I cut it in half, 50. So I would have won that one.
You would have done. So I owe you a successful roll at some stage, but your character does not have the information to make the connection.
All right, but I
I thought you
still.
might have, but you don't.
Okay, so I just
Yeah,
see the name J. Varelli.
Varelli. It seems to be a large, thick book. You'd guess a catalogue. You also see written in the corner sample.
What's this sample of?
You could open the mail and try and find out.
I look at Debbie who's holding the mail.
Okay, I open up the catalog.
More criminal offences piling up for the group.
That's why we drove off.
But only if they catch me.
It appears to be a catalogue for various American items to be exported. Varelli's Exports of America is what it actually says at the top. The letter says that it's from a printing firm asking whether this is fine for his export catalogue.
This is my fake cousin's company, is it?
Your fake
Wait.
cousin.
Him and his exports.
Is
It's
it
a
Varelli with a
celebratory
V,
ham I
right?
took.
I guess we gotta try and get in the house. I mean, we gotta see what they want in there. I mean, I suppose we could try and kick it in, but that might make
As soon as a lawful good doctor runs off, you're just breaking into houses and stealing mail.
Well, Benny, how good are you with lock picking?
I'm very good at door barging.
Discretion, man, discretion.
I'm very discretionate when it comes to barging open doors.
I roll my eyes and go back around to the back door and try my hand at lock picking. Now give me my successful roll.
Your successful roll was a 49. The 49 fails your lockpick.
No, it was 50.
Oh, you rolled a 50. You still fail at lockpick.
No! Point 50.
You can't roll a point 50 on a D100. So no, sorry.
You owe me one.
Okay,
I did. I owed you that exact roll. You used it on the lockpick though.
I'm going to try and barge it open. My shoulder.
Okay. Let me just actually. This is the front door.
The back door.
Oh, back door. Okay, bear with. What's your strength?
Well, let's see. 14.
14. Okay, make me a D100.
67.
Okay, the door comes off its hinges.
Oh shit!
There's
Why?
a
Coming out of
loud
your pack,
thump.
Benny.
And you hear a slight hissing and something scuttering upstairs.
I think that was the cat.
This.
I put the door next to where the door used to be. It's less suspicious.
That's coming out of your share.
Sheriff, what? We're not burgling the place.
Well, your expenses.
Okay. Let me just find the map for the room again. Sorry, bear with. Okay. You're now in the kitchen area.
I mean, since the door's open, mysteriously open, I suppose we should have a look around.
I suppose so.
Okay.
Do I think the kitchen?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to find the room descriptions. Bear with.
I noticed a spare spatula and I tuck it in one of my pockets.
If anyone asks, we found the door like that.
Okay, so you can see basically a reasonably well-stocked stocked kitchen. There's another door just inside of it, which might lead into a pantry or understairs cupboard or something. Other than that, it's fairly clean. You can see evidence that somebody's been here fairly recently. You can see the remnants of breakfast.
Oh shit!
Well, the
Okay.
coffee's not steaming, is it?
No, but if you wanted to go and find out how warm it is, I could give you an indication of how long ago it was drunk.
Okay, I'll touch the sides of the cup to
It's
see
still
how
quite
warm it is.
warm.
Oh, fuck. I hope you're really liking that. I really hope you're saying this more.
I slapped Benny with the spatula I took.
Why did you have a spatula?
I lifted it for later uses.
I'm gonna call out to the house. Just general hello. Is anyone here? Someone broke in. The door's off the hinges. I'm helping. I'm here to help. It's the
You
police.
don't hear anything. There is still some light scuttering upstairs, but other than that,
I don't know what it is. Go to how big it is. Like, is it slime monster plant sized scuttling?
no, you'd guess it was the cat.
So it might be. Okay. We're in the kitchen. Where's the doors?
The door's behind you. There's an opening which goes straight into the dining room, and there's another door in the kitchen which you guess from the layout of the house you can see thus far probably leads to the pantry or around the stairs cupboard thing.
Okay, I'm going to go into the diner, did you say? Of course they go into the diner,
Okay.
slowly.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him, observing my surroundings as we go.
Okay. The dining room seems quite bare actually. There's 3 tables, but the actual table seems a lot bigger than that. Or it's a full-size dining table, but there are only 3 chairs. There's no portraits or anything on the wall, and it probably needs a bit of redecorating if you're honest. Other than that, there's nothing significant in here.
This place could do with a lick of paint.
Is it dusty?
You can see through into the front room from here, and you see somebody pulling up to the house in an old Model T Ford. Well, actually,
shit.
not so old Model T Ford.
It's impossible to be old in 1921.
But somebody's just pulled up to the house.
Is that a police car?
No, I said it's an old car. Well, it's a Model T Ford. It wouldn't be out
Does
of place.
anyone we know have one?
Okay,
You
I'm
guess
going
the
to.
owner might.
I'm going to grab Debbie and put her out towards the back door, and we're going to try and go around the front and greet the person.
Okay. You see about a 30-year-old man in a thick trench coat just walk out. He looks somewhat familiar to the two of you. He clicks the door and walks in at this point.
We didn't greet him out the front then.
Sorry?
We didn't greet him out the front then.
No, but you
No.
can see through the front room, through the window there, to see him pull up to there, and he's just now gone. You've gone round the back of the house, haven't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
tried to
come
get-
out back.
Yeah. So
Back
because
there,
of
I
the
think.
layout of the house, he can't see you doing that. He's just gone through the front.
Okay, then we're going to. I guess I'm going to walk through the back and shout a hello again.
Are you nuts?
You're shouting a hello.
Yeah.
Through the back door that's broken.
Yeah, someone broke in. Gotta tell this man.
I'm gonna hide around the side of the house and just peek through side windows at what's going on while
Okay.
Snoopy commits suicide.
Snoopy,
Yeah.
as he rounds the corner, I need you to make a sanity check.
Good God. Okay. Shit, I got a fail. I've got a gander, haven't I?
You failed.
No, I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh God, 30. I failed.
Okay.
31 against my
You failed at 31.
No, wait, I succeeded, sorry. I rolled under. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. You don't take any sanity from that, but you've just seen somebody you thought was dead.
Oh God, who is it?
You see the man, when you last saw him, he was being pulled away by the plant monster in Gamwell.
I pointed at him.
Is
It's
it
you!
the sheriff?
What are you
it's
doing in
that-
my house?
What are you doing alive?
He pulls open a thing and pulls out a gun. Get out!
Okay, I run away. I get out. I guess I'm gonna go.
Okay, so you've now run out the back and reconvene with Debbie at the front of the house then.
He's got a gun.
He does
Jade.
have a gun, but he only waved it threateningly at you when he noticed you were in his house with the door busted.
Debbie would have made the connection.
Debbie never met him and didn't know his name.
I didn't.
But I
The
was
only
there
person who
during
knew
the
his
plant
name-
monster
The only person who knew
thing.
his name was you, Howard.
But no, because he told us his name when he came up to the back door.
Yeah,
We were all there.
us-
We had axes in hands.
yeah,
he
we
said Joe.
all met.
Yeah, he said he was Joe. Maybe if you
Oh,
connection
okay,
from
I
a
guess I knew
J,
it was
you would have
second.
known his full name because you were his employer for 3 hours.
So this is the one that I missed before.
Yeah, this is the connection which I thought you could have made, but then realised you couldn't. So ignoring
No,
that.
this
Okay.
is from the Gamwell session.
But you're now at the front of the house again. You can just about see him through a window, and he's on a phone. He's glaring at you at this point.
Okay, we should get out of here. I get on the motorcycle. Let's go.
Okay, we hop on his motorcycle and go.
No, where we're going? We're just getting out of here.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the moment. Do we know where Dylan's and Meriden went?
To the library. There are a couple of libraries you could have gone to, but it won't take you too long to track them down. Meanwhile, back at
Yeah.
the library
Yes.
with the other team.
Uh-huh. Right. First things I want to find is stuff to do with both Braille and Morse code, both of them. I imagine that might be hard to find.
That's not going to be too hard, but I'll still make a library use check for you.
Okay. Do you want to roll that?
Oh, someone sent me messages. Probably a while
Oh,
ago,
if
actually.
it's me, it was just worthless. Me
Yeah, they
making
should have
chat. Yeah, I didn't want to say that out loud because it would actually have been a useful advice.
Yeah, they should have put masks on.
I'm gonna hop AFK a minute.
Okay,
We're not robbing them.
I passed the libraries, but yeah.
okay. By the time you've halfway through searching, the other two have arrived, but you're able to find a few basic books on Morse code. Ashley, what was Jim doing?
I just ran into the library. I'm examining. Do I actually notice anything about the knife other than that it's a knife? And that
It's got the symbol of a knife on the hilt for some reason, but no.
just like a small symbolic version of the same knife.
Yeah, seemingly.
Knife's so meta.
But I think you've already had occult rolls to try and work out what that was, and they failed.
I tried to work it out before. Yeah. I could potentially ask Howard if he has any idea, or if he can find any relevant books or anything.
But I can try.
You're
I'm looking
currently
at
doing
this
another
first,
checking anyway,
though,
so
but yeah.
that's what you've been coming up with Morse code things and finding a few odd books on that. As you see the other two come in, a little. Well, actually, one of them's a little shaken up.
I immediately run to the two and tell them I just saw a dead man.
Jesus, you're right. More.
The flashbacks.
Zombies?
No, it's the man from Gamwell.
Which one? What?
The one that was being dragged off as we ran away.
Joe. Wait, it's like Vorley.
The one we met at the back door. And
I'll give you the free idea roll, Joe Varelli.
Joe Vorley, yes. I got it. I spelled it wrong when I wrote it down.
He's the one we met at the back door of the axis, and he was scared, and he got dragged off. I thought he was dead.
Yeah. This is This changes a lot.
He pointed a gun at me.
He had an axe. You don't think? Well, actually, he pointed the gun at you. Yeah, ignore me.
He didn't seem as shaken like last time. He was scared last time. He was pointed a gun at me.
Benny,
That bastard.
Benny, how's your psychology skill?
I haven't changed it, so it's a 1.
Okay, you can roll it if you want, but
Okay, I'll do this. I rolled a 62, so I didn't pass. I'd say he's still pissed off.
Well, Super Doctor? What am I supposed to tell you about this, Snowy? We found a dead man. I don't know what this relates to.
Although,
other than the fact that something's really...
The gun might be in relation to the busted door.
Wait, what?
I slightly accidentally on purpose accidentally broke the door.
Slightly accidentally on purpose accidentally broke a door.
Do you think he could ID you? Like, did you cover your identity at all?
No. Why would you do that?
Because you broke into someone's house.
I didn't know the door is only like that.
Alright. We're gonna have to work out what's going on with this other address to actually to find out what's going on. This is now, we definitely need to check this out territory.
Is it a coincidence that it's weird? He was dead.
I don't think it's a coincidence. I think there's definitely something odd that's gone on from Gamwell, and
we saw him get dragged off.
Can I try and calm him down?
you could try, but psychoanalysis roll.
Oh, it's psychoanalysis or psychology, isn't it?
Psychology is identifying. Psychoanalysis is basically the first aid for the mind.
Oh, I basically shouldn't bother then. Yeah.
Well, you can have a go.
It's not worth it.
No, because
I'll tell you what, he's acting as if there's been a sanity loss and there actually hasn't been, I'll be honest. But I do get why. That's why he had to make a sanity check in the first place.
Yeah, that's it's just because it's from Gamwell. We thought everyone from Gamwell was dead.
There were certainly enough reports
especially
about
that guy.
it, though. Can I have an idea roll?
From me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I passed.
There was a list of dead people on that, on the news reports.
Did I see that?
Well, no, you know there were news reports, and you know dead people were listed. Or,
Okay,
or missing people, at least, were listed.
I'm going to
You
go
are
in the
also in a
library.
library, and you could try and find that out.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave Howard to what he was doing. I'm going to go and find a dead list report.
Okay, so you're going through old newspapers and looking at that. Can I have a library use roll from you?
Okie dokie. Let's see, what is it? Not let me down so far, library use. Don't let me down now. 11. Yeah, I
Have
got
a
it.
check on library use.
Bad.
Howard, you can also have a check on it because I don't think I gave you it. Basically, if you pass and it wasn't by 1, then you're going to get a check on it.
Oh,
Get
okay.
all the psychology as well then.
Oh, do you pass psychology?
Remember with the guy on
Oh
the
yeah, you
trench
did.
coat?
You did. Yep, that's a check on psychology. Yeah. As a general rule, you pass the skill unless it's by a hair's breadth. You're going to get a check on it.
Okay.
Okay, so that'll take you a few hours. In the meantime, Howard, you found a load of books on Morse code and on basically making and breaking codes and various other things like that. You already get the... Oh, and Braille as well, actually. But you get the impression that that's not completely the case of what's going on here.
I know, I'm trying to say if I can get anything that makes sense from what I can work out using
From
this. 'Cause
cryptology, you
said
can
there's-
make some guesses, but they're guesses at best. Like, for guessing the most common one is E, for example, or a vowel. But
I've already said most of it was that it had like strange symbols mixed with it.
it did, but you don't know what they mean at all.
Yeah, but can I not?
As I say, using whatever knowledge you can with Morse code and with just guessing that that particular pattern of dots is E, for example, that symbol means X, you can't work it out offhand in the 2 hours anyway. You need a cipher or the key to break this, and you don't have it. Can I have an intelligence roll? And this is flat versus your intelligence because of the difficulty involved.
So I got right under my intelligence.
Yeah.
Fail.
Yeah. It's too difficult for you to work out about a key.
Okay, guys. This is definitely some sort of completely created, like within whatever group this was code. We're not going to be able to find just public knowledge on what this code is. We're going to need to find some sort of special way to identify it.
Okay. Going back to Benny for the moment. Benny?
You have some?
Yep, no, it's okay. Just gone completely silent. Everybody's left. You're able to find Jim's name on the list of missing, along with half a town.
So he's not confirmed dead.
No, he was confirmed missing along with various members of the town. They didn't actually report a lot of confirmed deaths, to be fair. The sheriff was, and a couple of the other people you don't recognise. Joe was listed as missing, not dead.
Damn, we need
Okay, I'm going to take it back to everyone and rapidly point out. He's missing. He might be dead. He should be dead. Not that I want him dead. I mean,
Did you get some sort of sense of him actually recognizing you?
Well, he pointed a gun at me.
Yeah, but I mean, you would point a gun at someone as well.
Out of
back door.
GM cap off, he did fail the psychology roll there.
Oh, okay.
And that's what it was for.
But I don't know if he recognized me. I'm going to go with yes.
Do you know what? Jim,
Yes.
you're the only one who Joe wouldn't have known from the town. We may need to use you to future engagements with him.
Oh, by the way, he was also on the phone as we ran away. I don't know if that... I mean, it could be the police, it couldn't be I don't know. I shouldn't go back.
Could be the aliens.
The aliens? What are you talking about, man?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Right.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Just as a brief catch-up, they've not found any clues on the code, and they found that the Jim was reported missing, not dead, in all of the reports about Gamwell, along with a few others. But it does say that a lot of the bodies were complete. They weren't able to identify all the bodies, so
Jim was.
He was assumed.
reported
He was missing,
missing?
assumed dead,
Oh.
along with half the town. To be fair,
He
because they only
doesn't
found
mean
bits.
my character. He means the guy
Oh.
Yeah,
from the
Oh,
house.
okay.
Joe Varelli.
Well, we don't really have anything to contact Joe about at the moment. But I think in the future, yeah, the best idea would be to send Jim in to interact with him because he wouldn't be able to recognize who Jim is.
I mean,
And
one of the addresses on this page was
Connecticut.
how long?
Was it Debbie's house?
Yeah, one of mine.
It was
or
Debbie's
mine was
house,
on it.
the place in Connecticut, and
This
Varelli's
Boston
in
one.
Boston.
How far away is Connecticut?
A fair distance, to be fair. It took you about 4 hours by bus to get there last time, and there was one working bus a day.
Oh, good God, I remember now.
It vaguely brings to mind the name of one of the old families that lived in the manor we first investigated, the name Varelli.
That was Corbett in the first mansion.
Yeah.
We didn't run into Varelli in that one.
I don't believe so, but Americans run it more recently than I have.
You don't at any point bump into Varelli. The only names you pick up from that one are Pastor Michael Thomas or Reverend Michael Thomas.
Oh, Vittori, that's the one.
Vittori is the name of the guy that went
Okay.
Wibbly Woo, which I don't think
For
anyone ever
He
actually
was the
spoke
guy
to.
who... Yeah, no. She has no clue who this guy is. But the rest of
Okay.
you know him as the guy who
And I don't either.
was wielding an axe at the back door. You spooked him, he spooked you. It was almost same time. And the last you saw of him was being dragged off by one of the plant pseudopod things towards the house. And you
Yeah.
ran away from it.
Yeah, to the
Benny
Gamwell
and,
Gazette.
He should be dead.
and Howard, at least.
He works at the
We all
Gamwell
did.
Gazette. He's the actual reporter. Howard spent a long time with the editor while in newsroom, so he would have been told about him. There were literally two people who work on that newspaper. But
Okay, so
I know he has
They-
a fondness for alcohol. Russ, we can bribe him.
the editor,
in the middle of Prohibition period America.
the editor had a drink every now and then.
I think.
well, I do have access to a lot of whiskey.
I think he's got a slight addiction to flesh. At the moment.
What?
A slight addiction to flesh.
It's a polite way of saying he's a horn dog.
Yeah. He needs his regular meat injections.
No. Don't look at me.
The other
Benny?
white meat.
Benny?
What? No, he's not.
Nudge,
He's just
nudge.
the one that eats people.
Maybe you can negotiate with him, because I'm not.
I don't. I think he's going to point a gun at me if he sees me again.
As I said, if we're going to negotiate with him, we got to do it through Jim. But we don't need to negotiate with him yet, so we need to fuck out. We need to get to this other house.
Yeah, and if he
But-
points a gun at me, I'm pointing the gun back.
Do you have a gun?
Did I miss,
Yeah.
or did you not reveal whether or not Dylan actually worked out anything about the note with the?
Oh, I
race
revealed, yeah. It's some sort of inside code, so without actually the specific
He needs
cipher,
he reckons he needs a cipher or a key to it.
Yeah.
He's tried working
As
it
with-
out without one, but he's not able to.
Right. Okay.
But he's worked out enough that there's probably a key, a symbol key somewhere.
Someone has to work it out.
He's not even sure 100% what language it's in. Which is the other confusing bit.
Good point.
Definitely.
We never talked to the guy, so I didn't know what language he spoke. Or if we could put a different one he understood. I wonder if things could have been different if we just tied him up.
We go check that other place out if we got anything else here.
Well, this could take us like hours and hours to get there. Like, what's the
right.
time now?
It'll be evening by the time
Actually,
you
we're
went
at the
there.
library still, right?
Yeah,
You are. You spent about
Yeah.
8 hours there, actually, to be fair, and you did leave first thing in the morning. It's about 3 p.m. It'll be about 7 by the time you get to...
Well, before we leave the library, can we do a search for the address that this guy in town is at and see if there's any articles about it?
Veroni's place.
Yeah,
Or the other one. Alright.
Varelli.
Because I don't really want to head out to this town without knowing there's anywhere for us to stay, because we won't be able to get back that night.
Alright.
It's a town. It will have a hotel of some description.
If it even still exists, we all know what happened to Gamwell.
I haven't heard anything about other towns nearby exploding.
That might be because anybody associated
can I
with
have a
it
library's
doesn't.
roll from you, Debbie, if you're going to look up about the Varelli house.
75?
Okay. Takes you a long time to find anything.
Do I succeed at all?
Yeah, but it takes you a long time. It takes you until basic closing time of the thing to find the information. Anybody else?
Okay.
Anything else to look up in the library?
Can I try and find something, some sort of book in relation to weird plants in South America? So I guess it's a cult.
Yes, you could do.
Okay.
I'll help out with
Libraries.
Oh, light bulb. Can I, kind of as like a mixed thing, or have one of the other boys look for anything having to do with quote unquote the white god?
Dylan's already made a Cthulhu Mythos check on this, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, he searched that already?
No, but that was just a
I've done
Mythos
a test
roll.
for it.
It was
That
just
was
to see if
Mythos
you
roll
reckon-
from the other two.
Well, no,
mythos
this-
roll.
Yep.
Really.
This wouldn't be mythos. This is what
That's what the roll is.
sergeant told us.
Well, I think he's trying to establish whether we just recognise it full stop, or
From
whether
the
we have to go
Mythos.
and look it up.
This is all
yeah.
it is. Do you recognise the name from your knowledge of the Mythos?
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not. 45 versus 2.
Do we find anything in the library too?
That's
though?
what I'll resolve in a moment, but that's what you're looking for
Okay.
a moment. Sleepy?
Sorry, what we're rolling?
Cthulhu Mythos.
10. Fuck. 5 off 10.
No, the white god means nothing to you.
I got it too.
I'll take a look for the white god because I can't think of anything else to look up.
Sorry, Debbie, did you get a 2 on Cthulhu Mythos?
Yeah.
Is that a pass?
I don't have anything written down in Cthulhu Mythos, but I'm pretty sure at some point you gave me points for it. Do you have any on your sheet about it?
No, I have a 0-0 for you on Cthulhu Mythos.
Okay, so I guess I fail.
Wait, wouldn't you get something from the
That does
first?
seem wrong to me, but this is why cheats need to be updated.
I thought I did, but
I
From
don't
it's
know.
a lot of stuff to
First
keep
I
thing
track
you
of.
didn't-
went to.
I didn't get any Cthulhu Mythos until the session we just did last time without Debbie.
'Cause
I think
I
it
got
is.
The thing
Cthulhu-
is, this is the thing. The way you would get it is either reading Cthulhu Tomes, which you haven't done, failing sanity checks, and passing your idea roll,
I've passed idea rolls.
but not from failed Cthulhu checks, because you got an 85. You don't fail Cthulhu Mythos, sanity checks rather. All right, so I'm going to say you got 0, and that's a fail, unfortunately for now.
Well, I did recently fail a sanity check. I lost like 2 points.
Oh yeah, there wasn't
We'll
Cthulhu though.
review that, but for the moment, I've got 0-0 to work with.
Okay.
That was from the guy being blown
Okay.
apart.
But no, you don't. The name of the white god means nothing to you, and actually, you should have checked that when he first mentioned.
Of course,
it.
though, I did see that that zombie of sorts in the basement that I had to do a sanity check for too.
Yeah, but you passed that.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
learn anything from that.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
you say it's me
The
and
way you
Zelly.
get Cthulhu Mythos is failing sanity and then passing the idea, which
Oh,
means you
okay.
get more sanity loss.
Yeah, that's right. That's how I got my. That's how me and Zelly got our mythos.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other way is reading Cthulhu Tomes, which is slightly safer.
Slightly. You did
Slightly.
take
Yeah,
sanity
I got
loss
mine
from
from
doing
there
that.
and mine from the things going crazy and angry.
But
Okay, so that
moving
phrase means nothing to
along.
me yet.
So,
I failed.
I'm looking
my
up the white
thing
god.
to try and find cult books in the Southlands.
okay, just going down the list then. Oh, actually, what's
I passed,
Jim
by the
doing
way.
at this point, other than being confused?
I'm being confused. I might just try practicing exerting my will on the knife and see if I can actually do anything. Because I'm not sure how the calculations on that are done.
He's doing voodoo.
Roll Cthulhu Mythos.
Oh, it's Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Well, this
is
is
it?
just to see whether you had, because at this point you're just trying to exert will, trying to get how you do things with a knife. Cthulhu Mythos kind of applies to this.
Okay, I've rolled an 85.
Short
Versus
of going, move.
And
No.
make a fall.
Exactly.
You sit there for hours and hours and hours. It's like
You get a lot of odd looks about the knife eventually, and you eventually ask to put it away. This is a library, sir.
It's nice.
Put the knife away.
Fine.
Okay. Going down the line then. At least the line on Skype anyway for me. Dylan?
Yes.
You're able to find nothing about the White God
Yeah.
in any of the books in the library. Debbie?
Uh-huh.
You do find a single news report from 12 years ago with regards to that house.
Okay.
Professional nurse Miss Mona Dunlop was admitted to Central Sanatorium yesterday following an accident that took place in the patient's home. The condition was diagnosed as serious. Miss Dunlop, admitted by Mr. and Mrs. Varelli to help with Mrs. Varelli's confinement, apparently suffered a stroke while attempting to deliver the Varelli baby unassisted. Mr. Varelli returned from his office Wednesday afternoon to find Nurse Dunlop unconscious and his wife and infant son dead due to complications of the birth. Doctors of the sanatorium say the woman is yet to regain consciousness, and it may be some time before the full extent of her injuries are known. That was dated 12 years ago.
Are those Borelli? Is that name known to us?
Yeah, it's Jim.
That's the
from the house.
the guy. The guy who shot you.
His wife and infant son died 12
yeah.
years ago based on that.
I'm an idiot.
Okay.
Even though we shouldn't have been living, unless he had a really, really long commute.
I'm just saying.
Well, you know, he lives here. I mean, he did work in journalism. You don't know specifically whether he just stayed up there during the weekdays or whatever, but it was only a small newspaper and did about one paper a week. You know that from doing the investigation up there.
Yeah.
So we have to kind of wonder why he was up near Gamwell, if this was his home for the past 12 years at least.
They were brothers, so I imagine he's not just doing contract work.
Do they know anything about him from their encounter with him?
This is all we know. He's a reporter who before died.
Oh, okay.
And he worked on the Gamwell Gazette, which was supposed to be run by the two brothers.
No, the Gamwell Gazette wasn't run by two brothers. It was run by Stan somebody. I forget his name.
Oh, yeah. Talky one.
And Joe Varelli was just the reporter who did work on the side for them.
Oh, I thought it was Stan Varelli.
No, it wasn't Stan Varelli. It was Stan... I can find the name for you. I've got the book somewhere.
Oh, it doesn't matter what his name is then.
But
I don't think.
They weren't brothers.
Right. Okay. I thought the two of them are brothers.
So that house, the one really far away,
So he could have
someone
been.
got admitted to an sanitarium.
No,
What's the name?
this is the house... this is the house of Joe Varelli you just looked at.
Oh.
Okay.
What's the name of the person who went to the over?
Did they say
The name of the nurse, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Mona Dunlop.
It was Stan Artemis who was the editor-in-chief.
Okay, I don't know why I thought they were supposed to be brothers.
And Joe Varelli did the photography for him.
Yeah. So yeah, he could have been freelance.
Most likely was, because given the size of the place.
We go and speak to Joe. We should go and speak to Joe.
Well, he waved a gun at you.
Yeah, I don't think I should go and speak to
It's
Joe.
also late evening by this point.
Yeah, dark's again.
We should probably light a lamp and get into bed. Get some sleep while Howard sits up and rocks back and forth.
I need to go home first.
It's not happening. Oh.
Are we in Debbie's place, are we?
We're still
Well,
technically
we
in the
can get a
library. We just
motel.
got kicked out the door for it being like.
Yeah, you're at the point of being kicked out.
Yeah, we should look for a motel in town.
You go back to your house at this point. You're in central Boston. You live there.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to drive around for another hour and a half to find it, thanks to Jim.
No, you know you.
Your house. You know
you've
where
done
you
the,
live.
You've done the lost bit.
Okay, we'll go back to my house and they can sleep on the couches and stuff.
You have spare bedrooms.
Does it matter? I mean, I could just quite freely go home if I wanted to.
So those of you who are going home are going home.
Let's agree to meet somewhere tomorrow.
I think we should all stay together because
Morning.
one of us is being shot at, or one of us is being shot.
Yeah, I'm going to the farm because in case anyone else tries to come in after the other guy failed. Anyone else tries to break in.
Fine, we will stay.
Well, actually, it might be a good idea for us all to spend the night at the farm because my address was on that list.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Maybe we should do watch again.
Take turns watching throughout the night.
I take the no shift. I'll take the early morning shift.
Okay.
2 hours each, so that's 8 hours. Then.
As you drive back to the house, before we even get to this stage, Debbie, your front door is open.
Oh, great!
Oh, this is very familiar.
I'm gonna pull out my handgun.
Quick, fetch my crowbar.
I'm gonna pull out my
the magic
handgun, too.
crowbar.
My magic crowbar, yes.
Well, I'm pulling out my magic handgun.
I ready my fist because I didn't actually bring anything with me.
I give Dylan my set of brass knuckles.
Well, you presumably had your medical stuff because you were brought out for medical reasons.
Finally,
Yeah, but I went home.
Situation for the soldier.
Yeah, but I don't think waving a syringe at anyone's gonna do much.
You could kill someone with a syringe quite easily.
Yeah. Sedate him to death.
I'd just blow air into his body and cause his air embolism and kill him. Yeah.
But this is
The dual syringes.
But on the topic of non-killing syringes,
Okay, so I'm going to cautiously approach my front door. Do I see any footprints or tire tracks in the dirt driveway
Track roll?
or walkway? Do what?
Track roll.
Track roll 63.
I'm
don't think
gonna
that's a
guess
pass.
you
My
failed.
Tracking is 31. Oh.
No. Okay, no, you can't tell if anybody's been here recently. There's no vehicles outside the house, just so you know.
Incidentally, I'm going to stick close to her, holding my crowbar at the ready as well.
Okay.
I actually realized I didn't prove my tracks. I'm gonna give it a go as well.
Okay, have a go.
I failed, but yeah, I just realized I had got some points in it.
I felt
Nope,
track.
the shadows are creeping over everything. It's impossible to tell.
But you failed magnificently.
Alright, I'm gonna dive into the house and look for the light switch.
Okay, as you
Dive into my
creep up,
house.
he goes, dive!
Dive! He's a submarine
Stop,
commander
drop, and roll.
Okay.
in 1921.
Dylan. The house kind of looks like a bomb's hit it.
Oh.
Every drawer has been basically pulled out, and there are papers and bits.
I think
of
when literally
things.
the walls are missing.
No, the walls are still up, but they're about it, seemingly. Everything with a drawer has been pulled out. Every item seemingly has been pulled out of everywhere with a door to cupboard to open it. The house has been turned inside out.
Clearly,
My underwear
it
is
was-
hanging from the
Yeah,
skunk.
it was a glamours and panty raid.
What were they after? What were they after?
My good panties are gone.
No, they haven't.
Damn it.
Damn
We're
it.
gonna have to. We
was
search.
Your
We
dagger's
work out what's
missing, by the
gone.
way, but you kind of knew that.
Yeah.
I
Well, we
told
knew,
her-
yeah.
I told her that I'd taken it.
From what you gather, nothing is actually missing.
Is there anything
Spot's
we've
hidden
got
for the four of you.
Okay. Come on.
Pass.
guys.
by 1 point? Oh no, by slightly more. I didn't realize I increased that right.
Yeah, I passed by.
Okay.
Wow.
Do we hear anybody moving around in here?
I am,
And actually, are the lights on in the house?
Yes.
Yeah, I turned them on.
I am fabulously lucky.
Okay, so you pass.
I
as
rolled a
well.
1.
Oh, you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Bear with.
Your eyes pierce through the earth
Immediately
floor.
improve your spot hidden by 4 points.
Oh wow. Okay.
It doesn't get a check this time, though.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
But it can get a check later if you succeed. Okay. After basically clearing up and searching through things, between Marishan, because he was most successful out of you lot, you find a matchbook.
Is
Does
it
it
a
have matches?
Or
It's,
does it have like a dress, like
a dress logo name?
Yeah.
Anything
yeah.
on the description?
it shows a shield with wavy lines.
Hmm.
A shield.
Yeah.
Or something
like
that looks like a shield. Actually, from here, it looks more like a scale. It's sort of got curved edges and things. Almost like a fish
What?
scale or something.
Wait, could this be the justice?
No, no, not the justice symbol. A scale more like a fish scale.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
I said I'm not a spiritualist.
You also find some. What else was it? You also find that somebody has tipped over the salt in such a way as to block the back door. For the three of you who know why.
There's nothing at the back door, is there?
Nope,
Right.
it's actually still
Except
closed.
a line of salt.
It's still closed, but it salt shaker looks as if a line's been poured across it.
Wait, there's a line of salt.
A line of salt.
Yes.
Who's is that? You, Debbie?
No, I typically keep my salt in a shaker on my table.
Upon searching, you
But-
also find another line of salt at the front door.
Oh, good God! Not this again.
And somebody
Why would
has.
they-
You can see they're not exactly lines, but you can see somebody has at least thrown. There's small granules of it on most of the windows on the lower end as well.
Do you have a basement?
Do I, Shadow?
If you think your house should have a basement, it does.
Probably at least like a little small,
Cellar.
A wine
like
cellar.
like potato storing
Yeah,
room.
a cellar or something. Yep,
Yeah,
you do.
just a small one.
Because the salt is to ward off the
Plants.
plant,
Mhm.
and
No, she just has a problem with snails.
I still have salt shaker. I still got 2 salt shakers on me.
there wouldn't
Never
be
go
a
anywhere
plant
without them.
out. They wouldn't be trying to keep a plant out because there's obviously nothing we can see out there. So logically, they're trying to keep it in.
A
I
plant?
hope not.
What are you on about?
Did you see anyone come into your house? How did they get into your house when they broke in?
The Gamwell estate is where we found the. I explained the plant things earlier, but basically found that salt is its weakness, and using streams of salt like this can like ward it off from.
I was there with you.
like-
Like,
No, I was explaining to Jim.
oh right, yeah.
Yeah, although I more or less get why all this is happening. I was in character. I
Yeah.
don't really know.
Yeah.
And it's been
Sorry.
explained.
Okay, so is there any salt in front of the door leading down to my small cellar?
No, there isn't actually.
Okay.
Oh my God, on the cellar.
And there's no coal chutes or anything.
I'm going to go next to the.
If
I'm
there
gonna
are, they're not
back
connected
up
to
to the
this
door.
part of the house.
The coal chute would be outside.
You have an attic.
No.
She's got enough for storage with barns and other things, I guess. So
Yeah.
So let's check the cellar. But we're definitely posting a watch. Let's check the cellar.
Okay.
It's where I keep
the
my
cellar
whiskey
just
and
contains
potatoes.
whatever she normally has in the cellar, and there's nothing down there.
Whiskey and potatoes and such.
That's a lot of whiskey. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
There's indications that you can sort of see footprints in the dust, but so they were down here, but obviously they just left.
So they weren't here for your whiskey
Or your potatoes.
or the potatoes.
Or any of your valuables, because they were all accounted for.
There's a question. Why are you brewing whiskey and not vodka? You've got enough potatoes.
Whiskey's made from potatoes.
She gets it from Connor's character.
Irish whiskey's made from potatoes.
Okay, before we go on that line of thinking, should we start barricading the doors and salting everything?
Well, everything seems to be salted already.
Yeah, I don't know if we have much more salt in the house.
I've got salt. I've got salt shakers. I've been carrying them since Gamwell.
He's not letting him out of his pocket. He was salting the celebratory ham with them.
Do I see the matchbook that Jim found?
Well, I assume he showed you.
Yeah. Okay, well, I point out that the design on the front of it matches the design of the tattoo I drew.
So we're looking at a code or an order or something.
Oh, does it? Oh.
Yep, it matches the tattoo of the person who came here last night.
So tomorrow, we need to find out what the symbols were then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did we do a search for it at the library?
No.
You did search for the White God. It's very difficult to search by any image in books.
We hadn't invented Google image search by that point.
Exactly.
I know. Well, we might be able to do a search for
companies. A matchbook company.
Occult images or symbols. Occult symbols.
We can also try and find companies that produce matchboxes with that symbol.
Mm-hmm. Well, since we can't do...
Not at this
Is
time
there
of
any
night.
writing?
No,
we can't.
It's now 10 p.m. at least.
Is there any writing
It's
on
very,
the
very
map?
dark and Dylan's not leaving.
Like a company name or anything?
No company name.
It could be a blob
There's
creature
no other
in
name
this
on it,
house.
At all. It's just a matchbook with that symbol in it.
At the moment, I think I'd rather take my chances with the blob thing.
Well, you're surrounded by salt, so I think you should be fairly
So
safe.
let's bar the doors firstly.
Okay.
Okay, let's just draw a circle of salt around Dylan.
Hey, I'm not scared of that thing as much.
Would you like
Anymore.
to go and sit out in the dark?
He doesn't like the dark.
It's calming.
It's not funny. I'm being hurt. Physically hurt.
Okay, so I think we should take shifts throughout the night after we're done cleaning up and definitely keep salt around all of us as we're sleeping.
Yeah,
I take the last watch.
It's going to be 2 hours and then we'll sleep for 8. Yeah.
Okay, so we get a good night, well, at least a night's sleep.
Okay. So are you keeping watch at night, or...?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-hour shifts.
Okay. Who's got the first shift?
I'll take the first one.
Gonna have a listen and a spot hidden check.
One momentum. Jesus Christ, what my dice got? Okay, listen and spot hidden, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
This one's for listen, I rolled a 54. I passed.
Which one did you pass?
I passed listen and I'll do one for spot hidden.
Okay.
Which I failed.
I should probably roll these privately, but no, you don't hear or spot anything out of the ordinary for the first 2 hours. Yeah, I should roll these myself, actually, if you just let me know what your scores are.
Okay,
so, second watch? Same two rolls.
I'll take second watch. I rolled a 28 and a 52.
Mm-hmm.
And my skills are 49 for spot hidden, and listen is 25.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume I succeed spot hidden and fail listen.
Okay. You spot somebody peeking in through the front window. However, he notices you as well and begins running off. He was wearing some form of dark robe and had a mask or something on obscuring his face.
Can I chase him?
You can try. But unfortunately, you barricaded the front door, so it'll take you a little while to get out.
I didn't realise they barricaded the front door.
Yeah, we did that before we went to sleep.
Well, I'm just going to yell and point.
Oh, what's that?
You're yelling and
What?
pointing, seems to do nothing as he has already vanished into the darkness.
Well, I meant yell and point for the benefit of the others, but I assume they're like, what?
Well, by this point, yeah.
Is this? Are you done? Is it?
There was some guy in like black clothing, robes or something, peeking in the window.
I pull out a pistol and I sleepily run after him, which I run into a wall.
You run
You run
into
to
the
a
wall.
wall.
Okay.
Apparently, Snoopy's gone full derp.
He has gone full derp.
I'm happy.
Or lost his sense of direction.
My only friend, thump.
Okay, who's next, huh?
Well, you
Just gonna
just
give up
dodge roll
sleep
that
after that.
wall.
Okay.
Well, we're all awake, and you just whacked yourself into a wall.
So he's asleep.
Yeah, I've gone back straight to sleep.
He's unconscious. It's not the same as a
Rush
I'm snuggling my handgun at this point.
smuggling your handgun.
I did put it out.
Oh dear.
Alright.
I roll my eyes and look out the window to see if I can see anybody
just
else.
the darkness of outside your farm.
Okay. It's probably best to have our inside lights turned off.
Oh.
Best of all,
How would that help?
there's-
I like Dylan's scared acting there. No.
Because it illuminates everything.
I'm gonna put my
inside
back to the
house,
light
including
switch.
our positions. Well, Dylan, you can huddle under a blanket with a flashlight.
I don't know if that's really sufficient. I mean, really, I don't think turning off the light really helps us. I mean, all that's going to do is,
Make
Make
it
it even-
see things outside,
I
Dylan.
do have a suggestion.
Oh, Howard.
It makes looking out the
Oh,
window
okay. You're
easy.
awake again. Go on.
Yeah, the cold butt of my gun woke me up. Suggestion is that Howard go and sleep up in the bedroom with a light on, because then it makes them believe everyone's upstairs, single bed. This is weird.
But they'll assume someone's upstairs awake.
No, they won't necessarily.
I'll draw the curtains.
Okay.
Okay.
We draw all the curtains.
No,
So nobody
just
can
the
see
one,
it.
just the ones in the bedroom. I'm going upstairs to the light.
Okay. Good night, Dylan.
All right. They're blackout curtains then.
Can we down for my shift?
Well, they're big curtains, I suppose, but they're probably not blackout. Right, third shift.
Mine, I think.
Okay, what's your spot hidden?
It is 51.
Okay. And your listen?
Listen, 25.
Okay. You don't spot or hear anything out of the ordinary for your shift. Shift 4.
Oh, go, disaster, Dylan.
What's the weather like? What's the lighting like at this point at the
Still
morning?
dark. It'll be dawn in about an hour.
Right.
Actually, no, it's summer. It's probably about approaching dawn now, to be fair.
Well, all right. I'm gonna conduct my my hourly watch from the window up here. I'll
Okay.
tell them.
What's
Well,
your
in
spot?
actual-
Oh, go.
Wait, is it? How dark is it outside then? Did you say it's
Still dark.
Right. So instead, I'm just gonna use a listen roll because I'm too scared to look out the window.
Okay, you don't hear anything out of the ordinary, and it's now very much morning.
Okay, turn off the lights. Open the curtains.
Ah! But okay.
Okay, let's all convene in the kitchen and discuss our next moves.
But firstly, let's discuss what happened last night. There was someone in the window. What was he? What was it?
Jeez. What did you say you look like?
I couldn't tell. He was wearing dark robes or something. Some sort of loose clothing. It was very dark.
And a hood?
Yes, he was hooded.
Sounds familiar. So was the guy I shot.
So someone's... Are they coming back here, then?
It's strange, because you'd assume that they would have taken what they wanted.
Well, they evidently
doesn't
can't
look like
find it,
anything's
and they evidently
missing.
do want something.
Oh,
They assume
What?
I have something they want.
what are we carrying? It could have been something that we were carrying, that's why they didn't find it.
I mean, I have the sarcophagus.
But they came to my house, not yours.
Yeah, they wouldn't be after Debbie for the sarcophagus. She wasn't there when we got that.
Well, neither of you have been home for the last night or so.
I would also have to ask how they know if I have something. And why me in particular, and not one of you.
Well,
I think we should maybe... I
I
mean,
don't know.
we only know that they've broken into your house because we've been here. How do we know they've not been to our houses?
Well, we know they've been to my house, the bastards.
I
Okay.
kind of actually want to go home and check my house. Shit, do I have a house?
Yeah.
Well, you have
I
like,
presume you live somewhere.
you
I
have
probably
a
have
room.
a
I think
crappy little apartment
we
somewhere.
we decided you kind of have like a single bedroom type student bed sit type thing.
Hey,
I should
hotel-
probably check if the barn's been broken into, because that's where Connor lives, too.
It was in the barn?
It
Yeah,
lives
with his
in the
airplane.
plane in the barn.
Yeah, and he sort of stops there. The plane's missing, so he's obviously on one of his excursions, but a quick search of that reveals nothing much. I mean, if it's been searched, they've cleaned up after themselves, at least this time.
Well, that's
Okay.
very nice of them.
Well, there's at least no on-record
Is there any
address for
salt?
Connor here.
This place.
Um,
you
Well, they
want any
spilled
salt?
most of it around.
no.
If
So-
you want to scoop some off the floor, maybe.
It was your salt that they spilled, right? Not just salt they brought with them.
Presumably.
We could
But
have checked
Can I
that.
have an idea roll from you at this point?
All four of us? Okay.
Yeah.
I
Pass.
passed.
7, I pass.
19 against 45, I passed.
You notice the kitchen isn't as... Just based on... It was a complete mess last night, but the kitchen wasn't as much of a mess as it might have been.
As it might have been.
It was a mess,
during
but they
the
didn't
night.
seem to open everything, or if they did, they didn't take everything out of it.
Okay, so they looked around, but they didn't completely trash it like the rest of the house?
No, they didn't.
Oh.
Because they've already looked there.
Possibly.
How much salt do you have in the kitchen?
If they were afraid of salt, they wouldn't spread it next to the doors.
But we don't know it was them. We just know there's salt spreaded. How do we know it wasn't a different party?
Are we
Oh, what?
overthinking this a little bit?
I don't know. We need to open our mind to all the possibilities.
Well, then why don't we go and check on everybody else's home and make sure it's not
Okay.
something common to the
I want to
party?
check the kitchen and then check the other places.
It was Australians because they love salt.
Okay, so what's the plan of action?
You're just gonna find at some point somebody's drawn in salt. G'day, Bruce.
Nobody's saying "G'day, Bruce" in salt.
An A.
That'll be what the
Okay,
message
that's
eventually
Canadian.
says. The
Canadian,
message
yeah.
John has eventually will say, "G'day, Bruce. Where's your salt?"
So,
With the ending but.
But at that.
should we make a plan of action for today? What are we doing today?
Well, first of all,
I
we're
want to
checking-
check my house. We should check Howard's definitely.
Yeah, and see if they've turned your houses inside out too. Or if they're just.
Actually, before we go, I want to
targeting
do an
empty.
idea as well. I'm gonna. Once we're done talking, I want to go inside and I want to start laying heavily salt around all the windows and doors.
Okay.
More heavily? Right.
And yeah, that's after talking. So, what we going back to the library? We're going to go speak to Jim. Or should we try and find
It's
this
Joe, by the
symbol?
way. But yeah,
Joe, sorry.
Oh, we got the other house still to check out.
Should we go there then?
you know that's
Well-
going to be a 4-hour trip. So
If you
Yeah.
guys live locally, we should check to see if your houses have been ransacked too.
Okay, should we check the houses
That'd be a
and go
start.
and check through that long ass drive then?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll go with Jim, and you can take the bike back to yours when we're checking our houses.
Don't you have a car? Wouldn't it be easier? Because I got a motorbike.
Yeah, I have a car.
Jim's got a car.
Doesn't
It's
Howard
only a
have?
two-seater, apparently.
I don't have a car. No, I don't have any means of transport.
All right, Howard and Jim can go check out their houses and make sure they haven't been ransacked and nothing's missing. And I'll go with Benny to check his.
Shouldn't we go together?
Well, we can all meet back at the library to look through occult books for this symbol.
I thought we were going to go check that other house after we checked our houses.
Yeah,
I think we should have an idea what this symbol means, though. It might lead us to who is breaking in and maybe why.
Perhaps we check our houses and then we'll meet at the library. I guess it's a meeting place that we all know, and then from there we'll decide where to go, depending on what the situation is of our houses.
Okay.
Yeah, what we find.
Yeah, I'll go to my house then.
Okay.
Divided.
Then I'll go to Howard's house first because it seems more likely that they'll go after him than me, considering I haven't been involved in the last 20 weeks worth of Wibble news.
Indeed.
Actually, I'll follow that. We'll all go together. I'll follow those two, and we'll go together.
And he's got that diary thing, doesn't he? That book.
He has the diaries, does he?
I got the Libra. Yeah,
He's got the Levi bonus, which he's finished, by the way.
Yeah.
But
Good
as
read.
you drive up to Howard's, and seemingly nothing's out of place. Everything's where it should be. No evidence that it's been broken into.
Inside.
Okay. Well, then I'll go to my house.
Since the last 6 weeks it was,
Okay.
yeah.
At Jim's house, again, no evidence of anything out of the ordinary.
And my house.
Your
shitty
house.
apartment.
Spot's
Those
hidden
bastards.
from all
Sorry?
of you.
Oh, those bastards.
From all four of us?
Yep, from all four of you as you head into the
Oh,
house.
failed by one.
21.
Passionate too.
So I succeed.
I horribly failed.
Okay. So those of you fail, it doesn't look as if anything's massively out of place. To the two with Spot Hidden, and especially to Benny, because it's his house, yeah, things have been moved. Bits of the furniture has been moved back and forth. You can see scuff marks on the floor where they've shifted things.
Those bastards have been in my house.
They've cleaned up your house.
This couch is 2 degrees different from what I left it.
But it kind of looks as if they were searching under and behind things, just to be sure. Sure of what? You don't know.
2 degrees? Sounds like somebody just sat on it.
So it's like all the house that it's been gone through.
They
There's
flop.
bits and
They're
pieces of it from what
floppers.
you can gather. I'll give you tedious enough to know that your drawers have been searched through. Things have been moved around in them.
They looked through his pants.
I'm
Quite possibly. Quite
His
possibly.
drawers.
But again, nothing is missing.
Okay.
So they still haven't found what they're after. Do you want to salt this place up as well?
Is the book still in place at Dylan's?
So
Yep.
nothing of my stuff has been taken at all.
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to salt the windows and doors and things.
Somebody's beaten you to the windows.
There's salt in the windows?
Yep,
Yep.
you didn't notice it straight away, but they have salted the windowsills.
Good lords, they've even salted my house. Those bastards.
No
Yeah,
vinegar.
also.
How shameful.
So
actually,
actually, all your
no.
initiative.
If they're salting the windows, are they working with us or against us? Because
Well, that's-
they're
I'm not
going
sure.
against.
Considering one of them tried to shoot Debbie, I would say against us.
After they were attacked her, after she attacked them. I mean,
No, they
possibly,
attacked me first. I told them to drop it.
possibly, we've been in some really weird stuff. Possibly this is some sort of order that tries to protect, that from becoming public knowledge or something.
What
And
was
so
that god you heard them say? That detective say? The white god?
Yeah, the white god.
This is weird.
The other thing I'm interested in, this detective guy, he's the only other person who could have, have gotten away with this.
You
So
also know he,
possibly he's-
he did search rather deliberately Debbie's kitchen.
So he's possibly,
But he did that
Possibly
in front
he-
of the two of you, so he didn't
he-
care that you were there.
I've got an idea. We should stay at, what's Margin? Margin, what's it going called? I forget.
Jim.
We should watch at Jim's house tonight because they haven't searched his house.
They also haven't searched
I'll give you
Howard's
the free
house.
idea roll here. They have no reason to, you'd guess. He was not
Oh,
involved
right.
with Gamwell in
Yeah.
any way, shape, or form.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they searched mine 6 weeks ago. Do they need to research it or not? I don't know. No.
I will be right back, Sophie.
Well, I just had a light bulb moment that may or may not mark me as daft, but the white god and salt is white. Maybe they're referring to salt as the white god.
That sounds a bit tenuous.
His essence.
The essence of the white god.
Mm.
It's cocaine.
No, it's definitely salt. I'll give you that one for free without a chemistry. Actually, somebody could try like chemistry to confirm that, but it is.
I think Connor did the first time he found it.
What about elementals? Can we do a library search about maybe salt elementals?
I don't know
Or
if it's
salt
going to be
god.
constructive.
Well, it would be, I
constructive use.
assume, an occult check if we'd ever heard of anything to do with creatures and salt.
I say we got to check out this other house. We have to get a bit more about just the general idea of stuff before we start looking at the more intricate details. And when this is like a very key part that we're missing at the moment is what's with this house.
Nope.
Who is that typing?
Yeah, sodium chloride monster. Hooray!
Or the knuckle.
The Naggle.
The knackle.
But anyway, continue.
Or
So
the
what's the plan
dihydrous
from here?
monoxide.
So, you're in. You're not actually moving. That's all at this point. From
Well, I gave my suggestions. So if you want to say.
So, wait a minute. Did Dylan and Marijan come to Benny's house?
you're out.
Yeah,
there.
we all
Or is it
decided to
just-
travel together.
Yeah, you travel together in the end.
Oh, okay. So do we think we should go to the library, try to do a little more research, or head to this third address?
I want to go to the third address.
Are you sure?
I say it's a key part of the mystery that we are just missing, and it could possibly have very important details.
Okay, it could be the missing
Rather than
link.
looking at the more intricate, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Okay.
Just really
All in agreement?
So,
Quack.
marriage and tell the ducks to shut up.
Yeah, no.
I hadn't heard them today.
No, they're dead. They're all dead.
You ate them earlier, didn't you?
Duck pizza.
I told you to go
Exactly.
hunting.
Pizza. Pizza of ducks. It is amazing.
Oh, it's just so sad.
Yes, that would be salt water.
Yeah, I thought so.
What would be
Depends
in
on
the
how much salt's in
kitchen
your water.
that they could be looking for?
Well, they
Sorry.
obviously have found it, but...
Have they? They came back again.
Well, if they are the same group, they came back and then searched everywhere else.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's two different groups because they stole the seeds from your house, didn't they, Howard?
The
Yeah,
seeds?
the group.
This is like 6 weeks ago.
They stole the residue of the
Ah.
creature you got from Gamwell.
I think there's two groups.
Well, this guy who lives at this other address is
Oh.
from
I
someone
mean,
you...
the bloody detective gave us his, or whatever he was, wasn't a detective.
Should we try
He
and
called
find
himself Alan Wake.
Mhm.
Alan Wake? Oh, wait. Alan Wake.
Yeah, I
No,
got
yeah,
that
I
as
know.
well.
By the way, that's actually a reference to my old group because we had a character called Alan Wake before that game was ever made. Out of
Okay.
character and out of game, he was the luckiest sod I've ever seen. But
Okay,
carry
should
on.
we... I think we should try and find this detective.
We don't know.
We have no.
We don't have his
wait,
number
so-
or address.
But we know his name.
But we've
Well, if he's a detective,
Well, if
presumably
he didn't lie.
No.
a hall of records or whatever.
Yeah, the
or-
Hall of Records, the police station, they would actually have information on the crime report at Debbie's place, so they would also have noted who was in attendance and stuff.
Are you allowed to request a crime report though?
Okay, so
Yeah,
what should,
if you're the victim, yes.
okay, should we go and look at that house and then try and find the detective
Yeah.
after,
Well, yeah.
instead of?
So, are we going to Connecticut?
Guess so. Road trip.
Road trip.
Road trip.
So, who's
Popcorn.
riding shotgun with me?
Good point. We need to take both vehicles. I've been in the car with you most of the time, so I guess I'll go in the car again.
Right, I got a crazy doctor. Right, okay.
I have to ride in the bucket again.
Don't worry, I supply 4 extra headlamps. It's great.
Yes, but the
You're
point
also
is in
driving
weird
almost
directions.
midday in summer. Come on.
I still got them with me.
Good news.
It's
The
not fair
Austin 12 is also pretty much an open convertible kind of car. So
We're on a motorbike, so it's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we get to Connecticut House.
yeah, but you're going to windshield, which means you get bugged in the face.
Okay, your journey is fairly peaceful. Takes you about 3.5 hours with traffic, and you arrive at the town of Byford, which is, again, a nice little small farming community, which seems to mirror Gamwell in quite a lot of ways, actually. It's most of the houses are quite big and well maintained, and you guess sort of people who are rich have reasonably well off retired to the country in this sort of place. But again, nothing that would really draw you to be here. There is a police station, or a police office rather, and a fire's office, and
What's the name of the
general
place?
stores. Byford.
Right.
BIFORD?
Yep.
Technically. Oh.
Right.
Is there a
It
newspaper
doesn't
station?
take you very long to find the house, but you also notice there is police tape around it.
Oh, jeez. Is there any police outside?
There's no police outside. There are a couple of people who sort of flag you down. Hello there. Did you know the Bentleys at all?
Yeah, they're a kind of car, aren't they?
Charles and Regina. Or you just here to gawk? If you're here to gawk, you can get out of my town now.
Is this an angry sheriff?
He doesn't appear to be.
Just
Do we recognize him?
Sounds like it.
No,
sounds
not
like a grumpy mayor, to be honest. No, we just have reason to believe they're involved in some kind of murder attempts.
There was no attempt about it. They were both murdered 2 nights ago.
Jeez, what happened?
Some bastard just crashed in, and I don't even know what he was after. He didn't take anything, as far as I can tell. Just went in there. Poor Charles, he surprised him, got shot. I don't know what Regina did, but she was shot as well, in her bed. Oh, now you can get lost.
Can I whisper to Debbie, saying that like, saying, should we tell him that we had a similar occurrence?
He's walking off.
I'm
at this
thinking
point,
no at
actually.
this point because we don't know who he is.
He's walking off. He's just on his way to the shops, I guess.
He could have involvement for all we know.
Just on his way to the shop.
Yeah, he just noticed you
park around
looking
the
at. He
shop.
just noticed you gawking at the house. The one shop, anyway.
I mean,
I think we should walk up and knock and see if there's any police investigators inside.
The house looks fairly abandoned. But
Is it locked? Sealed?
do you want to go on the tape and find out?
Yes.
Is anyone watching?
Whether there are or not, the door opens.
Well,
And
let's sneak
can I have
under
a
the
sanity
table
check
by
from
way.
you?
For me?
Yeah, you open the door.
Okie dokie. I succeed. 37 versus 55.
Yep, there's a large blood stain on that side wall. which is sort of spattered out and into the room to your left, which is the dining room.
Like a gun shop?